That sounds good right there. Welcome back to the Rapp Show TV. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we are live from the Sports Rap Trap. I'm your host, Adam Rapp, along with AP Bolski.
Oh, yeah.
And you know when we bring the fellas onto the court, it's time to run the NBA Full Court Rap for 10 minutes or so. You know, the hours fly by when we do this little television program.
Fast, baby.
That's why we push it to After Dark, where you can find us on the website right there. You go to therappshow.com. That's rap with 2 P's. Why is that, Sly Drexler?
Because 2 P's is better than 1, my man.
That's right, but there's only one Sly Drexler, our musical director on the television show each and every Friday night. But tonight, T. Davis is holding it down so that you can jump on the court and you can run that 2-guard with us. If we were to put a starting 5 together of us, we'd have Bolski at the center. I think we'd have T. Davis at point guard. We'd have myself at 2. We'd have Sly Drexler at the 3. Spread the floor, but still could shoot. Of course, Almighty Dollar is a hybrid 4. And then we got the microwave Scooby heating it up off the bench. But coach will usually probably have to say, Scooby! Hey, wake up, Scoob! You're in the game. Scoop. Hey, 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left.
We're not done yet.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Yeah. But, hey, this is the Full Court Rap. So let's get right into it, guys. The Rockets are up 2-0.
2-0.
Clutch City.
2-0.
And I think we can put the Clutch City things, hashtags away, Dollar. We can tuck them away. And you know, this team does not look like the same team that came out against Portland last year. This looks like the Portland team that came out against the Rockets last year.
You're right, but Chandler Parsons is looking about the same. Talk about Crutch City. That's Chandler Parsons.
Why you got it? Immediately, Dollar goes
Shots
in.
fired. Shots fired.
Immediately going after Chandler.
Shout out to all my Dallas people that probably aren't watching, but I'll send them a taping.
All your Dallas people?
Yeah.
So you just go right in on Chandler Parsons like that, but then you shout out your Dallas people.
Yeah. No, I'm shouting them out because they're Dallas Mavs fans.
The Mavericks.
Oh, and no one really knew how this matchup would unfold, and I think the Rockets getting a 2-0 start at home, now going to Dallas tonight. Right now, as you're watching this game, or you're watching this show, we're probably right around in the third quarter. And hopefully the Rockets are closing them out once again, because the last thing you want to do is look this great and get this city starting to get fired up again about Clutch City, and then go to Dallas and get the floor wiped.
Well, I tell you what, Rondo, what's up with Rondo?
That's a great question.
Or like Gondo.
Gondo. I think that's the nickname right there, because that dude right there, I don't understand what's going on with him. Now, you know, we talked about it 6 weeks or so ago on the show about him and Rick Carlisle getting into it. Now, Rick Carlisle is probably the easiest going, or one of the easiest
I don't know
going
about that, but
coaches in the league.
He's no Bobby Knight.
Well, when he does those faces, that's just the mask coming out. You know what I mean?
That's Jim Carrey.
Right. He's got to put on the eyebrow every once in a while, and he's got to do the Ace Ventura. Whenever Rondo gets an 8-second call with no pressure.
I mean, what is the problem?
on the bench. Really?
What problem do Rondo have at this point with the Mavericks? His play, him having to defend Harden all night? And that's
I think he checked out when he got traded out of Boston.
There's no telling.
Here's the deal. All his warts were hidden when KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce were getting you to the NBA Finals 2 out of 3 years.
You had key players on that team.
You're right. You don't think KG's going to keep his little ass in check? Oh, hell yeah. There is no way he's going to act up or get an 8-second call. And who on the Mavericks, I might ask you,
nobody
is going to check Rondo aside from Mark Cuban, who said, guess what? You're waking up tomorrow morning with a back injury.
Yeah, you didn't even see Dirk trying that. But, I mean, there's a couple of big differences. Number one, Rajon Rondo was the youngster. He was the rookie back in that squad. You know what I mean? So that kind of kept him in his place to begin with, was the fact that he hasn't won championships at that point. And he had Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, and he obviously was taking a back seat to that. There was no thought process, even in his egotistical brain. Plus, you had Doc Rivers, who is the ultimate mind manipulator in a positive way to keep a team together, keep the positivity flowing, and achieve that ultimate goal. So, I mean, I think that was a big deal. I think Rick Carlisle is a great coach, but now you have a Rondo who has achieved got some ego, wants to run the show, and Rick Carlisle's making him run the plays. I think that's the right way to do it, but Rondo wasn't up for that.
Well, Dollar, where can they follow you to get all this great information and insight?
You can follow me at Almighty Dollargram on Instagram, or if you want to hit me up on Twitter, it's just Almighty Dollar.
There it is, right there. That's right. And you can follow the almighty Sly Drexler just at Sly Drexler. Yep. But he's got some new beats on his SoundCloud. We were out there Monday night. Had a great time.
Matrix
on April 20th.
Yeah, that was a good, great show.
Yep.
Right.
And if you're out there and you're looking for beats, if you're an artist who's already done some work, we don't need these rookie rappers coming out because these are professional beats here.
Just slide me one under the table.
Dollar might get
one throwaway beats. I'll make it hot.
He might get a half price discount, maybe a trap discount. Yeah,
I got $1.
Yeah,
Sure,
let's put $1 in the booth.
Yes,
right
sir.
Mixtape.
That would be amazing.
I think that'd be great.
That would be amazing.
Well, speaking of freestyle, it looks like the Bulls, they're freestyling their way to a first round victory because I think it's all free money when Derrick Rose is playing the way he is, Sly.
Yeah, and like I said, if he comes out and plays strong, the whole team will rally behind him.
Right.
And that's what's been happening. I mean, he came out that first game. I saw the highlights for that first game, and he looked like vintage Derrick Rose.
Right.
Like, so if that, and him and Jimmy Butler, like I said, once those two get going, it's literally the whole team will get behind him.
If he stays healthy, that's a solid backcourt right there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
for sure.
Defensively, offensively, everything you need, and then you got all the big men down there.
Exactly.
Gasol, Mirotic, Noah, Gibson off the bench.
And that's what I was saying. If they get going offensively, I mean, you already know that Taj Gibson and Joakim Noah are going to do their job defensively. So it's just a matter of, just getting buckets so everybody can get the momentum going.
Well, the one thing about
coming off this third, knee injury, he definitely came back a lot better than I expected him to come back. I mean, he came back
me too.
Strong,
honestly,
and even more aggressive than the last time. So
the one thing you wanted to see too is the emotion, right? Because he was never the guy to get the rah-rah going. He was never the guy to get the crowd hype, doing and he was doing that the other night. And I think that was
great.
That was a mental thing.
That's great.
That was a psychological move that he had to hype himself up.
Exactly.
He had to get himself hyped up first and foremost before knowing that he could play on that.
Yeah, and coming back from his first or second injury, like those first or second times, you could tell that he was just kind of scared. Because once he tore his ACL that first time, you could tell he was playing real fragile, and then he ended up messing up his other knee.
But I tell you, if they continue to play this way, they are going to beat the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, but first they got to beat the Cavs to meet the Hawks.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Because that's the second round matchup.
Yeah, you're
Chicago
right.
to Cleveland.
You're right.
So I don't like Chicago's chances.
You think?
No.
I mean, LeBron's no Kevin Durant.
No. Oh yeah.
Shout out to AJ.
Shout out to AJ.
But,
right. Kevin Durant's better than LeBron. That's why that didn't even make the air. But yeah,
if that happens,
LeBron. Okay, when he's throwing alley-oops to Kevin Love, aka Billy Hoyle,
throw an alley-oop to Kevin Love.
You didn't see that the other night?
He's a total team player.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
LeBron is a total
three-quarter court pass, backwards dunk by Kevin Love, and
between his legs.
No, he didn't get between the legs, but he did say that was that Billy Hoyle. And if
was it from a full court?
It was like three-quarter court. Yeah, I mean it was
similar to something that Kevin Love does great.
Right, and Dwayne Wade and LeBron had going in Miami as well.
Exactly.
That team is just...
And Josh Smith and Dwight Howard.
Oh, you want to talk Rockets then?
We could.
You started off on Chandler Parsons. I wanted to start talking about the positive things that the Rockets have been doing in their ultimate matchup with the Memphis Grizzlies.
I just wanted to get one jab in
there. You like a jiffy right hook.
Well, speaking
of my foot on his throat, just like the Rockets need to do.
Okay, Dollar. Who wins in a 3-round fight between Jiffy Morales and Chandler Parsons?
It ain't going 3 rounds. Jiffy's taking him out in the first round.
Ooh.
He can't move on that knee, number one, even if he's healthy.
And she'd probably just stand there and just punch him in the knee.
Body shot.
Well, speaking of the Rockets,
looks like he's gonna have the face like he did in the Instagram picture I put out there.
Yeah. Speaking of the Rockets, let's talk about the guy Josh Smith, who went on the waiver wire, who we bought in,
Josh Smith plays for the Rockets?
Oh, he plays, and he played last night.
Yes, he did.
Well, you sure that was 2 nights ago?
Damn near had a triple-double.
Well, I hope he's continuing it right now.
He showed up big in the second half.
Yeah, he did. Well, he and Dwight got to have a little fun. And
pick and
I
roll
saw
action.
the Throwback Thursday photo that went up today. Of course, Josh Smith and Dwight Howard played AAU ball together
back in Atlanta.
growing up in Atlanta and was instrumental. It almost happened. You guys remember he almost came here last offseason.
Yep.
But
and it's a good thing he didn't, because of that kind of money, it would have been hurtful.
And we got him cheap.
We
got him
Brewer. You wouldn't have filled it out with Ariza.
Yeah.
And he would have been having to start and had a lot of pressure on him. The way it happened organically by getting cut and coming to us basically for nothing was absolutely flawless.
We got a deal.
Cut and humbled. Because you can tell he
has humbled him.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He's got his mind in check with Dwight. I feel like with Dwight on the court, he's ready to be humble and bow down a little bit.
And James Harden, MVP. I mean, this guy.
Definitely.
He's on another planet right now, the way he's playing ball.
And they got him some rest last night. I think that was important. I think that was
second
really
half.
important going into
he
tomorrow
rested
night.
a little bit.
That Josh and Dwight just took over in that fourth quarter, and James said, "Go kick it. I'll be here when y'all need me if you need me."
I'm gonna chillax.
Well, guys, I want to ask you because last night we saw New Orleans get up pretty big on Golden State, and I think Golden State, they're poised, they're number one, but I told you they've got some defense. They're not built for the playoffs, so we're built for 1 hour of sports talk right here.
That's right, baby.
And I wish I could continue on, but we got to come back and talk some NFL draft. Dallas, stick around. Sly, who's your favorite NFL team?
NFL, the Falcons, unfortunately.
Okay, we'll talk about the Dirty Birds too. All right, guys, we'll be right back on the Rapp Show TV.
Yep.